I planned on recording songs on the guitar using Pro Tools. Pro Tools is a professional quality recording software that is very complicated. I ran into quite a few technical difficulties throughout the project, so I had to work around them. And I wasn't able to export all of my recordings. So my goal for this project was to master the ways of Pro Tools. I of course did not, because Pro Tools is very complicated and I ran into problems on the way. But I did learn some things, like how to use various effects. I was able to do multi-track recording like I had planned, but I couldn't do all that I wanted. This over here is the 11 rack. That's where all the amp settings come in, and a lot of the effects. But basically, to record, you start out with a track like this. Just press this red button to get sound. Then you press another record button, and then press spacebar, and it'll start recording. So I mean, that part of it's pretty simple, but if we want to edit the sound, there's a lot of different options up here, the audio suite. This right here, this messes with the wavelengths and changes a lot of the mid-range or high input, I guess. So you can take that, kind of boost up the mids maybe. So that's one of the things I really like to use. And as far as technical difficulties that I had, well, I'll show you real quick. Whenever I went to export, it would export like 20 different tracks for one thing. I have to go through each one of them. So we'll see what's exported here. If I can find it. Yeah, instead of just that one thing, it would record a bunch of different things. And this time was not as bad, but there was one time I exported and it gave me like 20 different things, that 20 different MP3s that weren't what I needed. Here are some of the recordings I made in Pro Tools.
So I mostly enjoyed doing my project. Anytime I can integrate my guitar into school, it's awesome. I learned how much it sucks to have technical difficulties, especially with something as complicated as Pro Tools. Even Mr. Rogers, the expert, had trouble figuring out what was wrong. Problem solving was vital to the success of my project because of all the problems I had with Pro Tools.